Okay, so let's head into game three. The first two games have not been impressive. They were entirely one-sided. Nemo got off to a fast start. I didn't get good starting hands and should probably have mulled down a little further. Wasn't prepared for his deck being so fast because even Kaz's deck wasn't that fast. It was just very aggro during the mid game. And I don't even think that Nemo was prepared for his deck being that fast. I decided to change up my deck because it had more early drop answers and it was a little bit more aggro. Didn't really like the hand that I drew here, so I decided to mull down to 6, mulligan down to 6, and yeah, much better. Well, not much better. I don't really have any creatures, but I do have the mana, and I have 2 counter spells to hold them back a little bit. But I decide to mull down further. So mull down to 5, and I'm actually a little bit more happy with that, just because I have a creature that I can drop, and I have 2 fairly cheap creatures. I don't have the mana for the Izzet Staticaster, and I need to draw 2 mana for the Hellhole Rats, but at least they're not that expensive. If I do draw mana during the next few turns. So obviously he has a Centaur's Herald, but I do have answers for that, so that's pretty good. Draw a Nettling Curse, which is also pretty decent. Spark Mage Apprentice takes care of the Herald, and he's not gonna have his he's not gonna be able to pop it for a Centaur. Yeah, I was being a bit pessimistic about my whole situation here, and I should be because I'm down 2-0. But I'm kind of liking my hand a little bit more. At least I have creatures. At least I have answers. He has a Fencing Ace right there, which is not that good for me. But if I do draw an island, and I do, I'm able to cast the Izzet Staticaster and or put a Nettling Curse on his creature. And I'm kind of thinking, which one should it be? I want to keep the Izzet Staticaster as a surprise. Maybe not. Yeah, I decide to do that. So end the turn, go to his turn, and as you'll notice, he's on the offense here. Even though that I got to kill off his first guy, I'm still not in a position where I can swing in. So my deck is still too slow for his deck, which is just way more aggro, has better creatures. Well, at least so far than I do. So as a response, I tap my mana, cast the Izzet Staticaster, and I'm able to do 1 point of damage to his Fencing Ace. Which is pretty decent because Fencing Ace is such a threat, especially if you're able to pump it. Okay. He is able to pump it with Wild Size here, a card which is much better in the draft format than it is in that it is normally, but he's able to swing in, do 6 points of damage, and draw a card, so that's pretty good. I wasted my surprise spell and weren't able to kill off his guy, so that's a bit of a shame, but at least now I can kill it next turn. But I decide to block it with my Spark Mage Apprentice, which kills off my my guy, and he doesn't do the 6 points of damage. So I think that was a pretty smart play, because I did cast the Izzet Staticaster before blocks were declared. I think at least that's how it goes. I'm not entirely sure it was actually possible, but yeah. I should probably kill off his guy though. But I think what I'm thinking here is that I have Convolute, which will be able to do like it will be able to do a little bit of damage here, but I'm also thinking that maybe I should have put Nettling Curse on his guy. Then again, I'm waiting. The reason that I'm not at this point in time is that I know that I can kill off his guy and I can ward it off. So if he swings in, then I kind of know that he has something for me. So I kill off his guy. Think the thing that I should have done was actually to block. And then if he casted a spell, I should have killed this guy in response. Because he probably didn't have 2 pump spells. Can't hurt to try. I guess not. So that's pretty interesting. And we are on second main phase. He drops something. Celestia Key Rune. Alright. And I decide to convolute it. Take away that threat. Okie dokie. Put it in the graveyard. Alright, Convolute, pretty decent card. It's kind of like a little bit more expensive, what's it called? Mana Drain? Mana something? Why can't I recall it? Alright, so what did I draw this turn? I drew a Netherborn Phalanx, which is not going to do anything for me. I really needed any kind of land, or any kind of basic land, so I could drop my Hellhole Rats. He's down to 4 cards, so surely he has something in hand which is going to do a little bit of damage to him. And I kind of want him to drop something that's not too significant and put a Nettling Curse on it. Siliana Lechwalker can't be the target of my abilities or spells, so that means that I can't kill it with the Staticaster. That's kind of annoying. Hexproof, basically, yeah. So, yep. We're moving into my next turn, and I have a compulsive research, which is decent. Cast my spell here and draw 3 cards. Hit and Run, Rakdos the Defiler, Rakdos Signet, and I think I decide to throw away the Netherborn Phalanx and the Rakdos the Defiler. And one of the reasons for that is that I do have a Macabre Waltz, which is able to bring back the Rakdos, or it's able to bring back 2 creatures from my graveyard. And I think I keep the hit and run. Nope, throw away. That might have been a mistake, because that was mana fixing. Man, I'm making mistakes all over the place here. What is my reasoning for that? Well, I think I'm able to hold out a little bit because I do have some removal, and hit is it forces my opponent to sacrifice a creature, and I'm kind of hoping that I can make it so that he's forced into sacrificing the Lechwalker. Let's see. He is going to go ahead and swing in with the Lechwalker. Do 1 point of damage, maybe more. Second main phase, and he casts Skarkan Pitskulk, which is now a 2/2. So, question is, I can't really remember this match, and I'm also recording the commentary out of sync with or out of like achronologically, because I recorded everything else before that. Okay, so there's different ways of getting rid of some of his creatures, or kind of quelling the threat a little bit. I can either drop the Spark Mage and do 1 point of damage to his Pitskulk, kill it with the Staticaster, and that's what I end up doing, which is, I think I would have cast a hit and run now instead, because my Staticaster would be able to block his Skark and Pitskulk, or I could afford to take the 2 points of damage. I would really like to get rid of the Ledgewalker though. Fortunately, Nemo doesn't run, as far as I've seen, any enchantment or any auras. So it's just 1 point of damage every turn, which is it's something that I can deal with. But of course he has to drop another Celestia key rune because he has 2 of them. So that's great. That is great. And yeah, I express my astonishment. Not too happy. Okay. Get a Stealer of Secrets, which is nothing special, basically. What I could do though is nope. Oh, okay. Stealer of Secrets, because at least if I'm able to get in there, I will be able to I'll be able to draw myself a card, or at least I have a blocker, more power on the board. But I'm pretty tied up here because he could activate his key rune, kill off any of my attackers if need be. He of course activates it, and I'm considering just double blocking here, getting rid of his guy, or actually not double blocking, just Steal of Secrets and sapping with this Staticaster. He might have something here, but yeah, he has something. Root-bound defenses, maybe. Common bond. Okay. Both on the Ledgewalker. Nope, 1 on each. Okay. So he'll be swinging in with killed my guy there, and he will be swinging in with the Ledgewalker. So yeah. I think what I should have done was actually double blocking anyway, but at least now I have a guy to block his key rune when he swings in next turn. Okie doke. My turn, I have the Macabre Waltz, which is pretty nice because I do have Spark Mage Apprentice. I actually do have other creatures down there. The fact that I'm not really drawing anything here is really, really significant. I'm so mana screwed. And I've been mana screwed in, I think, more or less all the games that I played against Nemo here. So that's been really, really significant. And I think we run about the same amount of lands, so yeah, just kind of ridiculous. Let's see. Really slow match, by the way. Dun 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 dun. Obviously, he can just activate his key rune and yeah, swing in. But I am able to cast my hit at instant speed, which will force him to kill off one of his guys, and that's kind of what I want. I think that's actually my plan here, but I want him to activate the Celestia key rune first. Nope, he just swings in with that, and think, yeah, I cast hit. Boing. And I'm not sure he's seen these split cards before. So, yeah, basically he has to sack a guy, and I think he takes a little bit of damage from it as well. Dun dun dun. And you get damage equal to... I can't remember if it's power or not. Scatter the Seeds is pretty awesome for me because he gets 3 tokens and I'm able to kill them all with the Is It Staticaster as a response. Nope, didn't want to give him that. Dang it. Give it back. Yeah, but the thing is a Staticaster deals 1 point of damage to its target creature and each other creature with the same name as that creature. And that when I do that in response, he can't sacrifice because it's still kind of yeah, basically what I write. It's I kill off all of his saplings there, and he's only able to sacrifice once that whole deal resolves. So sacks all of it, loses all of it. So that's pretty good for me. And that's during his attack step, so he's not able to swing in with his key rune, and that's pretty good for me as well. So now my side is a little bit better. He still has the key rune. And yeah. Oop. Dun dun dun. Pass the turn. And it's my turn. I draw a mountain, finally. So I'm thinking that I might drop the Hellhole Rats. He's not happy about the Staticaster. And I'm happy that he's not happy about the Staticaster, because his aggro adventure has really screwed me over, as well as being mana screwed. But Hellhole Rats, he throws the Judge's Familiar in. And at first I thought that he, for some reason, counters my Hellhole Rats. No, maybe I don't. I'm misremembering here. Swing in with the Hellhole Rats, do 2 points of damage, bring him down to 15. And it's taken a lot of turns to actually get him down this far. He still has 1 card in hand, and I have 3. I actually have some pretty good cards in hand. If only I could draw the lands for it. And the Nettling Curse is also going to be pretty sweet, because that's going to tie down a creature if he drops it. Let's see. Celestia Guildgate. I'm assuming he just drew it. So that's not going to be a threat. He has something in hand, but what could he have? If I were him, I would, well, I guess maybe hold back with the Celestia Key Rune. Maybe not. Nope, he wants to attack because it's a 4/4. And I'm going to not trade. I'm just going to chomp with my Sparkmage Apprentice. And that's perfectly fine, because I'm inching my way in on... let's see what I have. Yeah, I'm inching my way in on Rakdos the Defiler. I just need 1 more land to be able to drop him. And I do have the Macabre Waltz. Nettling Curse is not doing a lot for me. So what I'm thinking right now is that I might do the Macabre Waltz, bring back some creatures, and discard the Nettling Curse, because that will be able to hold him back a little bit. I'm just checking my graveyard there. Steal of Secrets. I have Netherborn Phalanx, which is not doing a lot for me right now, but yeah. Guess I'm playing it. And here I'm just doing stuff, and he doesn't know what I'm doing, because I forgot to... In a second he'll come and he's like, "Oh, what the hell is going on?" And I'm like, "Oh, I forgot." Um, but that's pretty amazing that like forgetting to actually play the spell. But yeah, that was what I was doing. Macabre Waltz. But it's an interesting card. It works pretty well with this deck because, for example, the 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 Spark Mage Apprentices do a lot of early work, and you're able to bring them back to do a little bit of difference, and you can use them for chump blocking, stuff like that. Nothing special. Yeah, I can see how that might confuse you. So I just need to draw some kind of land, and I'm still holding on to the Nettling Curse because it is significant. Um, and I think the reasoning behind the Stealer of Secrets here was, oh, not bad. Actually drew it, but it is going to set me back a turn. So yeah. Not gonna swing in, of course, because he can just activate his key rune. He has 2 cards in hand. They might be 1 toughness creatures, and that might be why he's not dropping him. Could be pump spells, could be something else entirely. But he's up to 3 cards now in hand, and surely he must have something. Nope, he does not. He does not. He could have an Avenging Arrow, though. So Tidewater minion, I would be able to drop that, but I think what I choose here is to actually drop the Rakdos the Defiler instead, because oh, that's not what I wanted to do. And here we go. Rakdos the Defiler. And he is a bit of a bomb. I actually underestimated him, but he is such a bomb. Being able to swing in and just diminish your opponent's side. And I mean, sure, you're also diminishing your side, but your opponent gets less and less options, and you still have Rakdos. So that's pretty amazing. Azorius Arrestor, that takes care of that. At least for 1 turn, that is. I think I'm just gonna kill his Arrestor with my Staticaster. Nope. Okay. Interesting. Draw another mountain. Suddenly I start drawing all the lands that I need. So that's pretty interesting. I'm contemplating dropping the Tidewater minion, both because halt. Yeah, you're under arrest. Yeah, sorry, as Arrestor. He's a bit of a, for now. He's a bit of a douchebag, that Arrestor. Great card, though. Okay, and decide to spread out the love, get myself a Tidewater minion, and think I'm gonna make it his turn. So next turn is gonna be pretty sweet for me. I do hope that I don't make the mistake of not killing his Arrestor with the Staticaster. Unless, of course, I want to put the Nettling Curse on it and force it to swing in. Centaur's Herald? Yeah. I'm gonna force him to pop it. Obviously he's gonna. And pass. Yep. So what does he actually have in terms of permanent? He has 10 permanents right now. And I could bring it down even further by killing his Arrestor with the Staticaster. But let's see. I'm just conflicted here. I mean, I shouldn't have. Yeah, okay. I think what my reasoning is here that I want to force him to kill off his centaur so he doesn't have a blocker, or he does have the Celestia key rune, and then kill off his arrestor here, so that his only creature will be the key rune, and then I'm going to just swing in with Rakdos the Defiler and nothing else. And I'm considering whether or not I should swing in with Tidewater Minion, but I decide not to. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus the Nettling Curse. So I have to sacrifice 6 permanents. And the islands have pretty much done their work. I have an extra mountain in hand. And what am I? Nettling Curse. And Hellhole Rats. Steal of Secrets. And I think that's it. So I'm going to swing in for 7. Bring him down to 6. And not much he can do about that. Next turn, I can just sack all my lands and still have the creatures, or kill some creatures and sack some lands. I mean, I'll still have options, like if he's able to bring himself up a little bit, but he starts just sacking things left and right, tapped lands and so on, and he should be down to 5 permanents now. And nope. Oh yeah, because I killed the arrestor, and it's half the amount of non-demon tokens that you or permanents you control rounded up. So that means that he has to sack 5, even though he just has 9. So yeah. Let's see. He does still have the key rune. But I'm dead. GG. So he concedes, and there's nothing he can do there. Pretty interesting. It took a while, and it was a pretty decent match. Finally had something working for me, and I think I had pretty much the upper hand throughout the match because of the Staticaster. Rakdos was able to be that bomb, while Beastmaster, I bet he's been sitting on that for a while. And yeah, not much he can do. And Tidewater Minion pretty much just solidified my position. Still, I did have a few more Rakdos skilled themed creatures, which would have been bombs in the same terms as well. But yeah, pretty good. I guess I kind of should have shifted decks between game 1 and game 2 in order to give myself a fighting chance. But now I have to win 2 more in order to actually take this home and not be eliminated from the tournament. But yeah, so I think Nemo is going to sideboard here because he's not confident in his 1 drops or 1 toughness creatures after he's seen the Staticaster. And this will take us into game 4.